Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in this video we will see some of the terminology related to construction management. So this is part 1 and there will be part 2 also. So coming with the first terminology, that is the civil engineering drawing. So basically what does a civil engineering drawing represent? It indicates the site and project locations, the accessibility of vehicles to that project, the topography of the site, the drainage system of the site, and also the landscape requirements of the site. Next comes structural drawings. What do you mean by structural drawings? So structural drawings describe the structural members of the building, like your beams, columns, footings, and what is the relationship between them. Next is mechanical drawings. So in mechanical drawings, we talk only about the electrical system, the plumbing system, the HVAC system, and also the fire system, security system, and all the necessary requirements. Next, talking about the terminology called architectural drawings. So this is completely dealing with the overview of the building, like what is the elevation of the building, or what is the focus of a particular section of a building. Like if I want to see how the bedroom looks like, what is the appearance of that bedroom, like that, individually, element wise, in detail, or the overview aesthetically is termed under architectural drawings. Next is tendering. What is tender? Generally, tender is nothing but it is a contractor who gives his response to the agency who is giving the contract, that what are his supplies, what are his services, what all he can offer to finish that project. So services and supplies, what he can offer is called as a tender. Next comes bidding. Bidding means it is the in tender we have seen it is the resources what the person is trying to give and what is the services the person is trying to give, right? So in bidding it is the amount. So what is the total amount required for the completion of the project, along with the specifications, designs, and documents. Next is bid selection. So after all the contractors submit the bid, the agency or the government body, whoever is taking up the whoever is released the project, they will do some examination and they'll compare the bids of all the contractors who have submitted, and they will select the right one based on the price and also based on the service. And next is something called negotiated procurement. What does this word mean? Negotiated means already the procurement, already the uh, invitation, or already the decision is taken by negotiation. Means there will be no bidding system, there will be no something like tendering and all. Directly the contractor of their own choice is chosen by the body, okay, without any competition. Next comes the word called lump sum contract. So this is a very familiar word in project management. So lump sum contract is that there is a single price for the entire construction project. Like there is no element wise or there is no step wise amount given. It's a single price which is quoted right from the beginning to end of the project. Only one price. Okay. Next comes BOQ. BOQ is also another important word which we generally see in project management, which stands for bill of quantity. So, bill of quantity is like for individual items. Each item, we will see what is the amount for each item, and we will write it. So you can see, for example, I have put a figure here for excavation. What is the quantity? What is the rate per meter cube? So what is the total amount? Like that, individually we write the document with each item, with each material, and the amount for that material. Next is another terminology called blueprint. Blueprint is nothing but it's a two-dimensional technical drawing which has the entire project details and which is very confidential. Next is a field measure. So field measurements are nothing but they are taken inside the structure which is not dependent on a blueprint. So individually we go around the structure and we take the readings. Next comes a daily report. So daily report is that document which has to be done on the site by the in charge, so that every day he will have a look of whatever the whatever the progress has taken place, what is the information of the laborers, what is the any accidents have taken place, or what is the safety measures they have followed, what is the progress of the work they have completed. Every day they write it at the end of the day. We have another word called catastrophic failure. Catastrophic failure means sometimes you generally listen in news that the entire structure has collapsed during construction. So there may be some accident which has taken place that the entire construction gets damaged, and there could be a severe, not only the entire construction gets damaged, even a part of the construction also gets failed, or it breaks down, but it will cause a very severe damage to the people or the laborers working, which creates a permanent loss. We have another term called change order. Change order is that initially I told no, during the tendering and the bidding process we give some specifications or we give some plan. If there are any changes happening because due to any unforeseen situations, sometimes the contractor can change the documents, can change the plans or specifications, and that is called technically as change order. And next is the punch list. So punch list is generally written by the project manager. So what is this punch list is that it is a final report which is the report written at the final inspection stage of a project. So the project manager will list out what are the deficiencies happened, what are the incomplete works, or what are the things which are not acceptable has taken place on site. That is all completely written by the project manager, which happens at the final inspection of a project. And finally is a project manager. So we all know a project manager is the one who entirely handles the complete project, the complete management of the project. So this is the terminology for today. Please do wait for part 2 where we will discuss another important terminology related to project management. Hope you all understood the video. Thanks for watching.